Hey, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Josephine from Oh Wonder.
And you are live in Limbo.
Lonely in the cold nights, 'cause I'm kicking up stones without you. Can't pick up the phone without you. I'm a little bit lost without you.
Hey guys, it's Mehek from Live in Limbo. Welcome to 2016. I cannot even begin to explain how excited I am to be literally sitting next to my obsession. They are Oh Wonder. They're from the UK, and I'd like to introduce you to Anthony and Josephine. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Really good, thank you.
Happy to be in Toronto.
Is it your first time here?
I came like 10 years ago on a family holiday. You've never been here.
Never been here? No.
Yeah.
So.
Have you gotten a chance to do any exploring at all?
No.
We have breakfast.
We've got a little bit
Oh.
of time between sound check and when we play.
Okay.
So we're going to run around the streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a good pizza place on this
Really?
Ooh.
street. Yeah.
I could do pizza.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could do pizza.
Need some comfort food in this
Yeah,
cold.
and they've got a really good tiramisu as well. That place.
Ooh,
Sold.
We'll talk after. So yeah, really excited that you guys are here in Toronto. Sold out show, insane.
Yeah.
But let's go back a little bit to introduce you guys to people who might not know about your story. So you guys are both performers and songwriters before. What prompted you to start this journey together?
It was initially songwriting that brought us together.
Yeah.
So we kind of met in a studio in North London, and from that point we realised we had really similar taste in music. Like, one of our favourite artists is Feist, who's obviously Canadian.
Yeah.
And she was one of the people that brought us together. Her, Death Cab, Joni Mitchell. We just had these same obsessions, basically. So we were like, this could really work. So we started writing together about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then got to a point where we were like, maybe we should try release something together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence, Oh Wonder was born. We had a song that we'd written a few years back now, just one, called Body Gold, which was the first song that we released. And we'd just written it for fun, hadn't we? And didn't know what to do with it. We didn't have an outlet for it. So that's kind of where Oh Wonder came from. Like, oh, let's just kind of put it up just anonymously, just for fun. At least it's in, the world. It's not just sitting on our
it's
computer.
a very frustrating feeling having songs that are just on your iTunes.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's those gems that are like the best. And I think that's kind of the case that happened with you guys, releasing those songs one at a time over the course of the year. Are there any, in this age with the internet and people trying to find unique ways to drop music, are there any artists who use that tool to drop in such a unique way that kind of inspired you guys to take that step?
I was super inspired actually by The Weeknd, another Canadian artist who I was there when he released his trilogy of mixtapes for free online. So you just went onto his website and downloaded them.
Mm-hmm.
And in hindsight, that's absolutely genius. Like, I think in this day and age, it's really easy to say, oh no, we have to monetize music and we have to put it on kind of all these streaming platforms that make us money, and absolutely, like, artists should be paid.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's releasing your music and just getting your music out there and getting people listening and making it accessible is the most first and foremost important thing. So for us, it was like, well, The Weeknd's put his music up for free, let's just release our whole album on SoundCloud so that everyone can listen to the whole album for absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we can tour in Canada.
Yeah.
Because that music's there and people are listening and they've kind of grown to love it. So they buy a ticket to our show now, which is the most important thing for
Yeah,
us.
it's awesome.
And now so many sold out shows across
Yeah.
your entire tour, which is taking you to a lot of really cool places.
Yeah.
I can't help but think, but the Without You video is kind of like, I don't know if it was a premonition or if it was inspired by your first round of shows, but do you guys like get that sense with all this heavy touring that you just kind of wake up and you're like, where am I now?
Yeah, every day.
It's actually really weird.
We woke up just through there. We have got all our bunks that we sleep on every night.
Yeah.
And you kind of just wake up, you're like, okay, where am I today?
Yeah.
What
I
day
think
is
we're
it?
in Toronto. And then you
Yeah.
wake up, you're like, oh, Toronto looks nice.
Yeah. And like with your tour diaries, I saw like so many flights, so many
Yeah.
restaurants, like so
Yeah.
many places, so many fans.
Many memories.
What's kind of like the craziest place that you've been to so far, or like one that really was eye-opening for you?
So many. I think Russia for me was one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. I didn't know anything about Russian culture, and I didn't know anything about Russia as a country or the architecture or what it looked like or what the people were like or what the food was like, but it's absolutely stunning, and I can't believe I've never been there before. Like, it's
So nice.
It was wonderful, and it was a real insight like into how music can just spread. Like, we've never been. We didn't know any Russian fans. We don't have a label out there. We don't have a press team out there. It's just kind of organic word of mouth that the thousands of these Russian people know who we are and came to our shows and were like, thank you so much for coming to Russia. We were
Yeah.
like,
They
"All
were
good."
very grateful. Like that.
They were amazing.
Oh, that's so incredible to
Yeah.
see and like see the momentum build
Yeah.
over all this time. I know you guys have already kind of mentioned about your kind of intense love for Canadian artists. I'm kind of judging here.
Yeah.
The Weeknd, and you mentioned Feist, and
Drake,
I
Justin
saw
Bieber,
that.
the list goes on.
Oh yes,
There's a lot.
oh yes, and I saw that Alessia Cara gave you guys a shout out.
Oh yeah,
And that
we were
was-
trying to hook up with her, but she's on tour somewhere else.
Yeah, I think she's kind of overlapping around with us.
Yeah.
Well, what's kind of cool was that she was on the stage last weekend, and she did 2 sold out
Saw.
shows here. Yeah,
Wow.
for her like
Cool.
hometown gig before she set off on tour. So
Wow.
lots of positive vibes here for you
Amazing.
guys.
She's
too.
wicked.
Her song here is literally like our song of last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a massive tune.
Such a good
Yeah,
song.
it's such a stunning song. It's one of my favorites for sure. And so
Yeah.
cool to see a local artist
Yeah,
do
that's
really
really
cool things here too. With your songwriting, I know that you're inspired by a lot of different things and a lot of different stories, and I think a little bit of pop culture documentaries that you've watched as well. What's your process like in terms of the actual writing? Do you find that you're like inspired very much in the moment, or is it kind of like you go in, you kind of tackle an idea over time and sort of flesh it out over a couple days?
It's super quick.
Super quick. Yeah.
We typically write a song in 20 minutes. Like some of the songs on the album were written in like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Some were all were written in half an hour, I guess.
Yeah, we never
Um,
really. Kind of the sign of a good song is if it just kind of comes out with you and you don't know where it's come from.
Mhm.
They're the most
Yeah.
bizarre. We've got a song called All We Do, which literally we sat down at the piano, played that riff, and then somehow these lyrics came out
Yeah.
over the whole song. So it took us the length of the song to write
Yeah.
the song.
But then some, like you're right, like our discussions about the narrative and, you know, like for, you said a documentary, like we watch a documentary and then we'll go into the studio kind of one morning, be like, oh, let's try and write about that documentary that we watched. And then kind
Try
of
to put your
write a
ourselves
song.
in the shoes of like
Yeah.
the characters.
A
in these
character, yeah.
things. So yeah, a lot of our songs are character based. So we don't put ourselves into them, but we put our feelings towards those people.
Mm.
Well, I think you guys are so incredible at capturing those basic human emotions, and you know, it's very delicately handled, but in such an honest way, which is what I love about your music so much. What I noticed is that you guys or at one point were running the fan blog where you're interviewing fans during your shows. Is
Yeah,
that
we're still going. I need
Okay.
to put up the last few nights. We've been interviewing people around America.
Yeah, we've met
but-
some amazing people.
yeah.
Are there any stories that really struck a chord with you and perhaps might make their way towards future, music?
Yeah, so many.
What's his name?
Just
Robert
just Chicago.
in Chicago.
2
Yeah.
nights ago, we just were hanging out with some people like after the show, and he was talking about this blog that he not a blog, it's a page that he runs on Reddit for electronic music, and I just got chatting to him and I was like, oh, so tell me a bit about yourself. And he's like, oh, I've just climbed Mount Everest. He's like this 22-year-old kid, and I was like, wow, that's pretty insane. He's like, yeah, and I've got Kilimanjaro coming up in March. I was like, what?
Wow.
How come you've decided to climb all these mountains? And he's like, oh, well, I'm having heart surgery, and he's got a pacemaker in at the minute, and he said it needs to be removed because he's kind of outgrown it and needs maybe a new one. He doesn't know, but he said, I don't know how long I have left, and I want to just seize life. And
Wow.
you're just like, oh my, and he's like, your songs really helped me through my surgery, and you're just like,
It's such a
blimey,
nice
like
dude.
you just realize that life, like people like that just make you realize like what you're doing is helping people and how fragile life is, and if you can soundtrack a tiny bit
Yeah, just
of
one
someone's
year,
life,
life.
like that's amazing, and it's a force for good, definitely.
Yeah, oh my God, that's such an incredible story
Yeah,
to take
he
away
was
from
just
this
so
interview.
humble
for me.
about it. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's incredible. So 2016 is going to take you guys to even more places. I know you're heading to the Philippines, and then got a
Yeah.
couple more shows in Europe, and then you're also going to be playing the festival circuit,
Yes,
I believe.
Yes.
So you're hitting up Bonnaroo and
Yep.
Sasquatch, I believe,
Yeah,
which is
Firefly. There's a
amazing.
bunch more which haven't been announced yet,
Yeah,
but
we're playing some pretty close to here.
Yeah.
just coming back to Canada.
I hope you come back here because I didn't get a ticket for tonight, and it's like such regret. So all you guys at home, make sure you get them. Whatever you got to do, pick it up because I know it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic show. And I'm really excited to see what 2016 holds for you guys. What do you guys hope will come out of this year for you? Besides, you've already hit up Conan, which was super cool.
Yeah, that was a cool moment for us. More of that. It's just
more of that,
playing these shows is amazing.
and to enjoy it, like, and stay present in the moment, because it's pretty nuts, like traveling so extensively, and like my goal is just to stay sane
Yeah.
Stay
and
sane
appreciate it
and sleep a little
and
bit.
sleep a bit more. Yeah.
Have some tea too.
Thank you. Thanks, Mom.
I'm here for you guys. We're going to go get some pizza later. But guys,
Cool.
if you haven't listened to Oh Wonder, what are you doing? Because I'm telling you, they are fantastic. They are beautiful. They actually helped me pass my exam recently because I was studying while I was listening to you guys.
Well done.
I actually don't know yet, but in my
think you
mind,
did.
in my heart, I think
I'd say
I
you did.
passed. So thank you. Best of luck, guys. So excited for 2016
Thank you.
and for your
Appreciate it.
journey.